Na ayamatma pravachanena labhyo na medaya na bahuna shrutena eme vaisha vranute tena labhyaha stasyaiva atma vivurnate tanum swam. This self, how to realize the self? Na ayamatma pravachanena labhyaha. Okay? Listening, by talking about the self, you will not get the self. Bahuna shrutena, listening to many teachings. Now here talking, by talking about Atma, what they are speaking is of chanting of mantras, logic, okay, various kind of activity. Somebody says, I know 4 Vedas. There are people are able to reproduce all the 4 Vedas. People are very good in the scriptures. Okay, so they are able to talk on scriptures for many hours continuously. The self is not gained by that, by talking about the self. Why it is said so? Because there are many things we gain by talking. There is some positive self-suggestion. Okay, auto-suggestion. What is auto-suggestion? Day by day I am becoming better and better. Okay, you repeat every day, one day you start feeling better. That's what is called auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion is for the mind. Pravachana means you keep speaking about self, one day I will get the self. No, we can't. Right? The self is not available for words. Why? Words point to something which has a name and form. For example, if I say glass, that's a name and form. The self has no name and form. Can words point to the self? Can words indicate self? Yes, words can indicate the self, but the self is not found through words. For example, a master was going with a dog and a disciple was going with him. Master showed the moon. Look, there is the moon. Look, there is the moon is the word. And dogs, does she see the moon? It sees the finger. Okay? Most of the people are stuck in words. They think the words as reality. Words as not reality. Words are pointing to the self. You have to use the word to go beyond words. Okay? So when you say I, you are stuck to the word. When you use the word I, oh, who are you? I am so and so. I am a woman. I am a housewife. Or you are stuck to the word. I, you are stuck to the word. But real I is pointing to beyond the words, which is unchanging reality, which is unseen, which cannot be seen, which is you. So the self cannot be obtained through pravachana, this talk. It cannot be obtained through shruti also, because people, okay, I will go and listen to so many thousand satsangs, okay, or listen to a lot of scripture talks. I can remember, na medaya, I'll remember so many things, medaya, after whatever I remember. So what I do, people come to self-realization class and start taking notes, as if it's something to be noted. No! They start taking notes, okay? So it is not by not taking notes or memorying, it can't help her. You have to use the word to recognize what is beyond the word. Alright? One who seeks the self only can get it. Then the self shows itself. See, you cannot give a self-realization to somebody who is not seeking self-realization. He should be seeking self-realization. There should be a seeking. I want to seek myself. Okay? Such a person only, when he goes to the right master, gets the right teaching, master points to him using the words to go beyond, showing using the words, he shows him something beyond the words. Okay, using a logic, he shows him what is a real self, points to real self. And no master can give you self-realization. The master only can point to the self. So if I say this is moon, I cannot touch and bring the moon to you. The master only constantly through his words and action pointing to the self. Now don't catch hold of the finger of the master. Look at the moon. Right? Okay. So words are there for indication. Words are there in the domain of experience. So using your experience, the master is trying to point out something which is beyond your experience, which is unchanging with respect to experience. So master give you self-realization. Yes, master up to the best he can show you the path. You can teach you. But that itself is not sufficient. You have to seek. You have to look at the moon, not at the finger of the master. Okay. So it is said that without master, self-realization is not possible. Because you don't know the nature of the self. Your mind is completely in the world. The master can point to the self by negating what is not self. This is not self, body is not self, mind is not self. So removing, superimpose on the self or upadhi, conditioning. Then he can point to something which is beyond conditioning. But what is beyond conditioning you only can see because it's yourself. So this is the teaching. One who has prepared his mind, matured his mind through yoga, upasana, and understood the teaching of Vedanta through Guru, can realize the self. And by realizing self, it will be peaceful, blissful. And such a person becomes Jivan Mukta, while liberated while he is alive. So thus, Yamadharmaraya teaches Nachiketa path for Brahmaloka in the Upasana, how to realize the Brahman. Okay. Then he teaches them how to realize the self or Atma, eternal immortal self, while he is alive in this world, so that you realize yourself. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am pure consciousness. I am birthless, I am deathless, I am infinite, I am immortal. Nanu, Nanembudu, Nanalla, Ideha, Manabuddhi, Nanalla, Sachidanandatma, Shivananunani, Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. So we'll meditate for some time, then we'll start Kannada at 11:30. Innocent.